Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 55 of Direwolf20's Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode series, where I am crafting all the things needed to make a modular machine controller. It's quite a complicated craft, but I've pretty much taught the system how to make most of what I need for the modular machines. Most of what I need? There's a few things we're going to have to do ourselves though. So we're gonna get to that shortly. So you are finalizing the enhanced circuit boards. So did you not make those? Because I could have sworn you made those. Crafting enhanced circuit boards. Where might you have gone, enhanced circuit board, if not into... I watched you craft these things. See, you made them. Enhanced circuit boards. And you got pulled out? Yes. And presumably you went into here? Because that's where things go. Where are you going? Is there some little secret place that I don't know about that items disappear to from here? Because you are here, you're set to extract always active on channel green. You're set to insert on channel green. And that's it, right? Nothing else inserts on channel green? I believe that to be true. That's weird. When things are supposed to just work magically, and they don't. Let's tell you not to extract for a minute. Active with signal mode. Right? And then it should just sit in there. Cancel all those dudes. Quest complete circuit boards. Yay. Alright, so that completed the craft needs, right? That's weird. I have to figure out what's up with that. Probably something funny. Yeah, you're confused about circuit boards. You are in some way confused about circuit boards for sure. Maybe they have some kind of NBT data that is not being properly read. So let's do this. You ready? We're going to set you back to always active, and I'm going to snag your pattern so that I can update you appropriately. Right? We're going to say specifically that. Like, make sure you're cool with that. Right? And then for the modular machine craft, we want to make sure to specify the exact right one. See how many things I taught auto crafting between episodes? Look at all these things. Look at all the crafting we taught. So I'm going to do this and this, and I'm going to do that and that. And hopefully that resolves it. Sometimes, every now and then, there's like a funniness with like NBT data and something, whatever. Right? So circuit. So we do have a few of these. I don't know why or how. But if I said make one now, are you going to be groovy and make one properly? And actually like store the item that you make in the system? I was all ready to be like, look, things are working, and then things got weird. That's the trouble with recording sometimes. What is going on? Like, this thing's almost full, but you should be starting to store stuff, right? And the only trash can that I have on the system is you. So there's no way you'd be getting voided, right? Because you're not in the whitelist of things that can be voided. So where would that circuit be going? How does that make any sense? Is that weird? It's definitely going into the system, right? Like, it's presumably going in there. Dude, look, it didn't even show up. How weird is that? So if I put soul beads in there, they showed up. It's like the enhanced circuit boards are the only thing being voided when they get entered into the system. Did you get one this time? Okay, now they're showing up. Anyone? Bueller? Alright, so let's do this. Let's see if modular controller is going to behave now. Available too, so you should be able to craft. Hooray! It worked. Alright, so I think the manual doing of things fixed it. I hope. I'm just going to hope that that fixed it. So anyway, between episodes, had a little nether adventure, got some glowstone, got some cobalt, processed it, and now we're good to go for this stuff. So I'm going to start crafting a majority of the stuff we need, right? So I need 25 machine casings. So that needs a little bit more iron, which means we might want to kick off some craft and some of this, right? Wow, I have a lot of clay. Should I throw clay in like a drawer or something? I almost feel like I should. I feel like I should. I'll grab you, and I'll get one of these. And let's see how my wall of drawers is doing. That's not what I wanted. Okay, and then you... That's better. Cool. All right, with that taken care of, and did you get your void upgrade? Nice. All right, so let me get my import bus re-hooked up here so that you start emptying and we can run this again. All right, so that should start export or importing now, right? And gravel and sand we can add to the whitelist or the blacklist now because we don't really need gravel anymore. Though the marble and the limestone I probably still want to do get, right? So let's reset you so I can do a new filter. Item stack, gravel, save. Cool. Okay. So you're running again. Good times. All right, nice. So I guess I want to let that run for a little bit. And we'll come back in a few minutes once that's done. Processing a bunch of metals and whatnot, because this is probably going to have a huge backlog of stuff to process. Yeah, not terrible, but yeah, a lot. Oh, good, iron's showing up in there. That's like the first thing I want, too. Keep getting iron, buddy. That's huge for me. I really want iron right now. All right, so with that taken care of, how close are we to getting 24 of these guys? Is there anything else we need for this? No, we're good. We're good to get 24. So start that process up. And that's the 25 machine casings we're going to need. Nice. Look at all that auto crafting. Seriously, who knew rocket science was so complicated? So while that's cooking, actually, there is one resource that I did not get enough of. Well, actually, there's two. First off, in order to melt these things down, and speaking of those things, let's pop to our mob farm for a minute and get more fiery. Because I don't know how much we're going to need, but I suspect we're going to need more than we currently have. So that's all the fiery we got in here at the moment. And you, any more fiery? Yeah, we did. Booyah. That is cool. Let's void out this chest, huh? Nice. Might as well snag the heads while I'm in here, right? And there's really nothing else that we, like, necessarily need from these drops. Every now and then I check to see if there's anything, like, really good. But there's nothing that's jumped out at me yet as like, wow, that's awesome, I need that. You know what I mean? So you go off. You're clearing. Works for me. All right, back to the home base. So in order to handle converting all those to fiery ingots, right, we need to repair it. So there's a powered diamond anvil, which apparently will do just that. Cool. Now that's from cyclic. I don't know how much power it uses, but we're going to find out. Don't I have power nearby somewhere-ish? Yeah, I do, right? Yeah, nice. So, incoming roar axials. Anytime I do anything wrong decoratively now, I'm just like, Rorax is going to yell at me, and I accept my fate and move on. It's okay. It's okay. We'll live. Yeah, look at that. Cool. All right. So with that, so if I wanted to snag this, right, and just throw it in there, how much RF a tick do you use? That ain't terrible. And that's actually pretty quick, to be fair. Right? So what if we got some of you? Right? Wow, that was super fast. I have a better idea. That was actually quite quick. How hard would you be to get power over here? Not terrible. Not terrible. Come on. There you go. Okay. And so here's the ultimate question. Can we do something like insert on brown, extract on green, always active? And insert on green, extract on brown, always active? I mean, it looks like it's working, right? And it looks like it's smart enough not to accept fully repaired items, which is kind of cool. That's pretty nifty. Is that smart? Is it that smart that it's like, I'm not going to take in a fully repaired item already? Nice, Cyclic. That is cool. That is super cool. Look at that. I like that. I like that a lot, right? And then you're ingot mode, right? Yes, and you're ready to go. So if we were to take some of these fully repaired items now, which, I mean, it's pretty fast even without the time in a bottle accelerator, right? All right, so maybe it is flipping a little bit of items that are just, you know, but that's okay. It will take in items that are fully repaired, but that's no big deal. Right, so we throw all these dudes in there. Is that everything now? Cool. We might want to do an alternate. Everybody melts down into their fiery ingot form, and then we export them over here. This will take care of it, and we should show up with fire ingots in a few minutes. Neat. So we've got 9 blocks. We needed 6. So I call that a completed fire ingot thing. All right, modular machinery. Are you stuck on crafting something? That shouldn't really be doable. I wouldn't expect that to be easy to happen, so I'm not sure why that happened. I guess it's doable if you're crafting multiple of the same thing. It's a nuance. I guess what happens is it hasn't extracted from the Empower yet. So technically I should have blacklists on the other sides of things. Right? These guys should all have blacklists. And any item that's in the Empower or whitelist in the center should be blacklisted on the edges. That's probably what I should do. We'll see. Okay, so modular. There's the 25 modular machine casings. Nice. There's one or two more things we need, though. We need a normal item input. Oh, wow, we're low on iron again. And we're low on ender pearls and platinum. Great. Awesome. Sweet. Not true. All those things are lies. None of that is good or awesome or sweet. Mob farm, how you doing with ender pearls? Hey, we've got a stack-ish. Mob farm's not great at producing ender pearls, I noticed. Could do better. Could do better. That's my notes. That's my notes on the mob farm. Could do better at producing ender pearls. What I suspect happens is that when an enderman spawns, he gets damaged by the ritual and then teleports away. If the killing thing hits the enderman first, he'll drop his ender pearl. We've got some more heads though, so that's nice. But we've got more ender pearls for now, at least. And if we ever have to go to the end, like, that's an option, right? But platinum might be a problem for me in the near future. There's only a handful more of these things we need, though, right? Because we only need, like, one normal item input. A majority of what this structure is. Iron rods are missing, huh? So you do not know how to make those? Is that the deal? Normal item input? One of these things, actually. Normal item input. Why do you need a normal item input? Why do you need a rod? Oh, that's why. You not know how to make iron rods? Okay, I guess not. The immersive engineering one. Do we have a rod maker down here? We may not, right? I don't think we do. Because we have wires and we have gears. Oh, no, we do. We do. Okay, cool. We do. Nice. All right, so let's get that taught real quick. Iron rod from immersive. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Okay. So now for normal item input, your only problem should theoretically be that you have the wrong rod in there. Normal item input. That is this thing? No, it's the item. No. Yes. So I need iron rod or iron thing from the advanced generators guy. This guy has the wrong iron rod pattern in him. That's steel rod. This is iron rod. Boop, 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 boop. Fixed the pattern. All right, so we need more platinum, which might show up at some point from our miner. I, don't know. Platinum's pretty rare, though, like the ore itself. So we'll have to see what happens. I might need to go get more. What I could do is tell you not to do any more nickel exporting, and any nickel you get, we convert into that, yeah. So like nickel, 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 nickel. We're going to take nickel out of the list, right? And any nickel that is currently in there isn't any. Cool. Nice. And how are we on power with all this ore processing and whatnot? Are we good? Yeah, we are. We're keeping up. All right. Nice. Nice. All right, guys. Let's come back in a few minutes. I'm going to let nickel build up in the inventory, and then I'm going to process it with cinnabar and get more platinum. The other thing we need to do, by the way, is make mutagen. So maybe we'll do this real quick while we're waiting. So mutagen is required in this multi-block. And I said, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Does that mean we have to do bees? The answer is no. We don't have to do bees. Whew. Gendustry mutagen machine does not require bees. And I'm not going to teach it to autocraft this thing. What I will get is a hopper. Right? Some of these things we can just make manually, right? So the mutagen producer, right? We do need a basic energy cube, right? Don't you know how to make those things? You don't? Time to learn, Chief. I could have sworn you would have known those things by now. Nice. So the mutagen producer doesn't look too bad, but we're going to need another one of those. Okay. So, wow, we are low on iron. Holy cow, we are low on iron. What I'm going to do is prioritize the iron here. Because I'm sure we have some. Yeah, we do. So we can prioritize it like that. Cool. And now iron will be the first thing. It'll finish up the iron that it's working on. That is hilarious. How wow. But yeah, another one of these, please. Means 2 more of you. Luckily, we're ore tripling, though, so that's cool. And like I said, quadrupling and quintupling are possible. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot more work than just like, hey, I'm already making this, right? So we want the cubes in the middle, and we want bronze gears times 8. Or 10, because why not? Good job, bronze gears. And 1 and 2. Cool. So now we're well on our way. Now we just need 2 bronze ingots and a mutagen tank. Mutagen tank, we'll need one of these. So I need 8 quartz glass. And that's pretty much it. We also need some more bronze while we're at it. There's your quartz glass. This dude. This dude. And that should be our mutagen producer. Nice. So he just needs a little bit of power. We should probably just have a tank ready for him. So I need 6 buckets of mutagen. Right, so this shouldn't be too bad. Mutagen producers. Mutagen is made. You get 900 millibuckets. So I basically need 6 blocks of redstone and 6 redstone. And that'll be 6 buckets. And you can just be like a manual process somewhere. Where doesn't super duper matter, in my opinion. I don't think it really matters where you know what, you can chill over here. This has kind of become my I have random needs room. Right? So you get power now. Slowly but surely, apparently. Yeah, you're still good. Cool. And you'll make mutagen. Nice. I don't think you auto-output, so we want some conduits here. Or at least we want to be prepared for the fact that I don't think you auto-output. And then that mutagen goes into the multi-block. So now the only thing that's left is a couple modular machine block crafts, right? So we might have enough now to do a normal item input. Yes, next. That's right, we needed more platinum. Just a bit more platinum. Now technically we can use hardened glass, but I think it's hardened platinum glass? Does it have to be platinum, or can it be any hardened glass? Hardened mana infused glass. I think any hardened. Same platinum or mana infused. So that might actually make the difference. Now is mana infused or dictionaried? Because I think that is a craftable ingot. You can make these, can't you? Yeah. Yeah. So are those or dictionaried with platinum? Let's see real quick. Right, so modular casing needs modularium. It says platinum ingot, and it's not flipping to mana infused. And they're both from thermal, so they're different metals from thermal. So I would imagine they're not or dictionaried. Oh, good, you are exporting automatically. Sweet. A little bit faster, please. Would be appreciated. And look at all the rosin we're making. Okay, so there's your buckets for the most part. All right, let's come back in a few minutes. You know what we can do? We should have enough cinnabar now and nickel to make platinum. Really? That's all the nickel we've gotten? What's going on over here, Mr. Miner? Are you done working or something? No, you still got stuff to mine. You just haven't made any nickel recently. We're going to have to, at some point soon, move him to another location, and that's going to be tricky. I think we could use RF tools for power transfer across distances, though, right? That's what we decided. You can't make, like, interdimensional translocator things easily without hearts, but, like, you can transfer individual things relatively easily, because you have access to ender chests for items, ender tanks for fluids, and the RF tools battery for long-distance power transfer. At least until we get into flux networks. So I'm just really surprised we haven't gotten more nickel, because that's, you know, a surprisingly small amount of nickel. But that should be platinum coming in now, because that's a 100% chance to get platinum when you do it that way. So we'll just wait for more nickel, I guess? Because modular normal item input, that's what we need there. So that's that one. So that's one down. But we're going to need a handful more platinum to get going here. I don't know how I wound up with a broken bow in my inventory, but I did. So let's come back in a few minutes. I'm going to get the rest of this, I think, off camera, unless I run into something that I didn't already start crafting. But everything else should be pretty straightforward. Dude, there's a lot of crafting involved in some of these recipes. Holy cow. Just putting that out there, that there's a lot of crafting involved. Can I have another stack of you, maybe? That would be cool. Shouldn't be too much of a request to get more cinnabar going on here. All right, it's just cooking up that stuff and then making some. I need one more of you. Like, look at this vent, machine vent. I need 4 of these, right? Look at all this stuff that we have to make. It's crazy. It's crazy. I had to teach it how to make, like, overclocked heat vents, and I had to teach it how to make fission reactor casings and pipe seals. I had to teach the thing how to make turbine vents, turbine casings, all this crazy stuff. Start. All right. Letting the crafting happen. We'll be back. So I need intricate circuit boards. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of things. So I need... Do you even know how to make these printed engineering circuits? I don't think you do. You know how to make these, but you don't know how to make the... Okay. I might do this one by hand real quick. Only because it's such a large amount of complicated crafting. Yeah, I think that's smart. I'll do that by hand real fast off camera. Yeah, so I checked out what you need these advanced circuit board things for. And it's pretty much you just need them for quantum entangleopers, right? Which we already know we're holding off on because of the heart's need. And this machine circuitry, and that's like it until you get into things like this down the line, right? We might need them for advanced circuit plates, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So in theory now, I put that in there along with you guys, and that should be one of those. And then I'm waiting for this last craft to get the other one. I want to make the multi-block structure by the end of the episode, and I'm surprised to find that we're almost near the wrapping up point. I can't believe that we've already gotten to the point where we're almost wrapping up this episode. But to be fair, we did actually do a surprising amount of stuff today. So, but yeah, the multi-block structure should be ready to go here in just a moment. So once this is done crafting, I'll switch it back to enhanced circuit mode so that auto crafting enhanced circuits can go back into this carpenter. Which should be fine, right? Cool. Good deal. So with that said, I am now working on modular machines. I'm working on the 2 machine circuitries, which are needed for this. You have intricate circuit boards, Chief. Don't lie to me. I know you've got them. Machine circuitry. Yeah, this is another example of you're being funny, right? With your NBT stuffs. I can only assume that's what it is, right? So 2 of you now are good to start. Oh, really? Come on. Come on. Machine circuitry. Boom. Encode. I want you to work for later, because I assume we're going to need more of these, right? Oh, come on! It's literally that. Oh, wait, you know what? They're in my inventory now. Hold on. Now you're cool. Okay, good. Good. Auto-crafting away. Engage! Back in a few. You know what else we need? Let's see. Can I make anything else? Some from modular machinery right now. I need a fluid input hatch. 1. Cool. Look at all that auto-crafting. It's a good thing I decided to auto-craft this. Normal energy input hatch. We are short on gold cable and basic capacitors, apparently. All right. So gold cable. Right. It's about time we taught this pattern anyway. So that's you. And basic capacitors. Because as a reminder, we haven't really gotten into... wow, look at that. Look at that recipe. Holy cow. So you need redstone transmission coils, which I don't think you know yet. But you're going to learn. So that's the redstone one of these guys. How full are you getting? Not too bad, actually. Okay. Cool. And so now, to make 2 of you, we still need to learn how to make the HV capacitors, which I don't think are terrible. Because I've had one since like a really long time ago. So it's just steel, blocks of lead. Right? And then we need the MV capacitor. And then we need the LV capacitor. Look at all the crafting we can do. Now, I think the only other thing is the bedrockium stuff. Yeah, grains of infinity. Now that is usually lighting bedrock on fire with a flint and steel. So, to bedrock we go to get this guy. So what I'll do is just like clear out a bedrock area down here, light it up, get a few, right? Because we only need a couple for this craft. And at some point in the future, if we get more into Ender IO, which we might, I don't know, it depends, right? Same deal with thermal, like I said. There might be... Hey, diamonds. Always grab diamonds when you find them. That's my rule, at least. Okay. So now... Diamonds seem like common in this pack. I don't know if it's me or what the deal is. If we ever find we need to automate this, I can. There's ways I've done this before to automate it. Alright, so all that should pop. It's about 30 seconds that it takes. There we go. Sweet. And I'm pretty sure this stuff is designed not to be burned up, right? If it sits in a flame. I'm assuming that's the case. And it's about a 50% chance. So you basically get about half as many grains of infinity as tiles that you lit on fire. Cool. Good enough for me. To home. Grains. Cool. So now we need the energy input hatch 1. And we need an item output times 1. So we need a little bit more platinum. How are we doing on nickel, buddy? Hey, 34. All right, I'll take it. Okay. Are you? No, you go in here. Okay. And we've got our 6 buckets of mutagen Good to go. Sweet. Making progress. So the item output hatch is literally the last thing that we need, to my knowledge. I think that's it. I think we're cool. Nice. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can charge this, can't you? Yeah, you can. Beautiful. Real quick. Let's put away some junk we don't need at the moment. So things like you, and you, and you, and you, and these things. I'll probably need power in a minute, but we'll get there. You I probably don't need on me. And you're nice and full. Good job. So that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's everything for the modular machine that we need to make titanium. All right, unfortunately, I think it's wrapping up point. So we'll build this multi-block structure next episode. We'll start making titanium. As a reminder, we need more magnesium ore, because this is the thing that is used to make titanium, right? It was magnesium ore? Yes. Magnesium ore plus salt plus carbon plates equals titanium. I don't know what else you can get in here. You can get Mirian ingots, apparently. Titanium. Modularium alloy. Oh, that's way cheaper, isn't it? Isn't that cheaper? It seems cheaper. So we should probably update our modularium alloy recipe to be this, because that's definitely cheaper for modularium production, right? Osgoglass ingots, mana infused ingots, osmiridium ingots, magnesium diboride alloy, and flux crystal blocks. Which this one we don't have to worry too much about because we've already got flux crystal blocks covered, right? Like we've been doing this and we're cool. So for now, Del Twice signing off. We'll come back next episode and we will take care of the modular machine. We'll change up our modular machine block or this recipe to use this going forward because it's way cheaper, right? Resource wise, way cheaper, right? It's you know, half as many of this, half as many as that. It's basically half as many of everything and no pulsating crystal. So way better and cheaper. How are you doing, Miner? You're getting there. You still have 1,300 blocks to mine, so we'll see how it goes. The things. For now, Del Twice signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Next episode, we'll get into modular machinery. All right, guys, take it easy.